Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the first Sikh Guru, born in 1469 AD at Raipur, Talwandi, known today as Nankana Sahib, near the city of Lahore, now a part of Pakistan. Guru Nanak Dev Ji was the founder of Sikhism. His father was Mehta Kalyan Das Ji and mother Mata Tripta Ji. Bhai Gurdas Ji writes about the birth of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Satguru Nanak Pargatya Mitti Tund Jag Chanan Hoa. With manifestation, birth of true Guru Nanak, the mist of ignorance and falsehood disappeared, and there was the light of righteousness. The young Nanak enjoyed the company of holy men and engaged them in long discussions about the nature of God. Guru Nanak Dev Ji had a revelation from God. Shortly thereafter, he uttered the words, "There is no Hindu, there is no Muslim." This pronouncement was substantial as it referred to the day and age in which Guru Nanak Dev Ji lived. Hindus and Muslims of India constantly and bitterly fought each other over the issue of religion. The Guru meant to emphasize that ultimately, in the eyes of God, it is not religion that determines a person's merits but one's actions. The Guru witnessed the Mughal invasion of India and saw the horrors inflicted upon the common people by the invaders. Guru Nanak Dev Ji did not hesitate to speak up against injustice. In this dark night of evil, the moon of righteousness is nowhere visible. Guruji went to Sultanpur Lodi to live with his sister Bibin Nanaki Ji and Bhaiya Jairam Ji. Guruji then did a job at Sultanpur Lodi and distributed grains to poor people, announcing Tera Tera. And also he fed hungry saints with 20 rupees. He did Sacha Sauda. Guru Nanak Dev Ji laid forth three basic principles by which every human being should abide. Naam Japo, Kit Karo, Vand Shako. Naam Japo means to remember the name of God at all times. Kit Karo, earn an honest living as a householder. Vand Shako is to share a portion of your earnings with the less fortunate. Besides rejecting the Hindu caste system, adultery, and ritualism, Guru Nanak Dev Ji preached universal equality. In consistence with this message of equality, Guru Nanak Dev Ji scorned those who considered women to be evil and inferior to men by asking, "Why should we call her inferior when it is she who gives birth to great persons?" He preached the concept of love, humility, compassion, selfless seva, social welfare, moral, social, and spiritual values. He preached the sermon of human liberty, equality, and fraternity. Guru Nanak Dev Ji emphasized, "Truth is high, but higher still is truthful living." Guruji was later married to Mata Sulakshmi Ji, daughter of Mool Chand, in a village called Batala. There is now a Gurudwara called Nankana Sahib in Batala. Guruji had two sons named Baba Shri Chand Ji and Baba Lakshmi Das Ji. Guru Nanak Dev Ji travelled by foot all around India and Arabian countries to preach righteousness and announced the Mool Mantra, Ek Onkar, Satnam, Karta Purkh, Nirbhaw, Nirvair, Akal Murth, Ajuni Sapang, Gurprasad. The translation is as follows: There is but one God, the Supreme Truth, the ultimate reality, the Creator, without fear, without enemies. Timeless is His image, without birth, self-created, by His grace revealed. It forms the opening lines of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, the Sikh Holy Scripture. While on his journey, Guru Nanak Dev Ji met Bhai Lalo Ji, a carpenter, and Malik Bhago, a king. Malik Bhago was deceitful, dishonest, and selfish, whereas Bhai Lalo Ji was selfless, hardworking, and honest. One day, Malik Bhago invited Guruji on a Brahm Bhoj, a big feast. Guru Nanak Dev Ji declined the invitation because Guruji preferred Bhai Lalo Ji's simple meal rather than a big feast. This displayed how honest earning is more valuable than earned by deceitful actions. Guru Nanak Dev Ji has been documented to have travelled across India and the Middle East to spread his message. Once at Mecca, the Guru was resting with his feet pointing towards the holy shrine, when a Muslim priest angrily reprimanded the Guru for showing disrespect to God. The Guru replied, kindly point my feet towards the place where God does not exist. Among the many philosophical foundations laid by Guru Nanak Dev Ji, his characterization of God, as illustrated by his visit to Mecca, is most recognizable. After the journey to Mecca, Guruji and Mardana Ji reached Hassan Abdal in Pakistan. Mardana Ji was thirsty, so Guruji told him to go to a Muslim fakir called Bali Kandari on the top of a hill who had a well. Bhai Mardana Ji went to the top of the hill and requested the fakir for some water. He refused, and so Bhai Mardana Ji went down and told Guruji. Guruji said, "Don't be sad, whatever God is doing is always good." Guruji pointed at a small rock and to Mardana Ji to move it. Fresh water appeared. Later the fakir noticed the water from his well was gone. In anger he threw a big boulder towards Guruji. Guruji stopped the boulder with his hand. Guru Nanak Dev Ji's hand became imprinted inside the boulder. There is now a Gurdwara known as Panja Sahib. Guruji did farming at Sultanpur during his last years of life, and also Guruji went to the village Batala during the fair of Shivratri to meet Siddh yogis and have a meeting. Guruji explained that you are not God by showing miracles to people. There is only one God who created the whole universe. Guru Nanak Dev Ji displayed 3 golden rules by his hard work in farming. Like all the Gurus after him, Guru Nanak Dev Ji preached by example. During a time of great social conflict and religious decay, his message served as a fresh, uncorrupted approach towards spirituality and God. The Guru founded the institutions of Gurdwara, Sangat and Pangat. He introduced the concept of suitability for Guruship by appointing Bhai Lehna Ji as the second Sikh Guru to continue spreading his teachings. He departed for heavenly abode on September 7, 1539. Guruji went to sleep with a sheet. Muslim people said they want to bury Guruji's body, whereas Hindus said they want to cremate his body on a funeral pyre with fire. When they took off the sheet, they found that there were flowers, but not Guruji's body. They both halved the sheet and the flowers, and cremated the flowers and sheets according to their religious belief. There is a Gurdwara known as Kartarpur Sahib now in Pakistan. The message of the Guruji took almost 240 years to unfold, and so, in accordance with the will of God, the soul of Guru Nanak Dev Ji merged into the souls of his 9 successors. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji composed 974 shabds in the Gurbani of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.